Hi, we're live. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. Hi, Matty Tarot.
Hi. How are y'all?
Good. I was just running down to the front door because I've been waiting for Goddess Love Oracle to come in. I'll show everybody that. So I haven't looked at it, so I'm not going to use it tonight. But Erica Burt, the medium that watches our show, um, I saw her use these and I said, could you give me the name of it? And I went and I bought it. And so anyway, I can't wait to kind of sit and play with those. But
That's
I
fun.
have been playing with one that came in yesterday. So
You said it's called.
Angels and Ancestors.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's really good.
I love
The,
it.
the first one that I got just said, "Which be the light." And so I played with them for a time today. And every time I spread them out and took one, was the same card. I said,
Oh, you know
I know
what?
I'm getting these shuffled. What the heck?
With a
Yeah,
new deck, it like does that for some reason. You gotta
it's
kind
sticky.
of work them and get them all going.
Yeah, sticky. Okay, so I do want to show everybody. So I'm going to change cameras. What I'm going to be doing tonight, and I did put this up here. Let me see if I can show it. So, after reading our disclaimer in the show description, you are agreeing to the rules and may ask for a reading. Please post your request question in the comments, and readings are randomly selected.
They are
So,
random.
there we go. And hi, Carlos. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'm gonna just quickly change my camera here, and I believe it's this one. So I will be
How fun.
isn't it fun? So I have my crystal dice, and I'm going to look at if anybody wants to find out what they need to do for psychic development or on their spiritual path. And then I can do tarot tonight, and also these wonderful cards, angels and ancestors. So, oh my goodness.
I'm getting out my
Look at
box
you.
of cards.
I'm going to change back the camera, and I'll be showing when I do somebody's reading on there using those tools. Okay, there we go. All right.
It is Wisdom Wednesday.
Yes. That's
Hello.
why I thought I'd do the board game and help people that are looking for what they have to work on.
That's good to know.
We have some
Sometimes
new
we get stuck and we're not really sure. We know something's wrong, but we're not really sure, where to start. And it's great to get that, insight.
Okay, so I put a thing in there. Please share the show so we can get lots of people in. We're manifesting for a big crowd tonight, and so we can spread the wisdom around. That's for sure. Um, so going over things a little bit, need to be 18 or older, which is in the description to partake in getting a reading.
Yes.
Please know proper names mentioned in your request so that I can put it up for everybody to see. And Matty Tarot, I do unboxing,
I'm so
I
sorry.
I thought about unboxing. I have Squishmallows.
No.
You don't know those little toys? Am I saying it right? Squishmallows, you guys?
Wishmallows. I'm not sure.
Yes. I got some from the M Arches restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't tell what they are. And someday I'm going to just open them up in front of the camera because it's a random thing.
Is it like a thing you squeeze and it goes? Blah, blah, blah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, squeezy, queasy. Oh wow, look at what you have.
So these are what we're using tonight for Wisdom Wednesday. We've got the Empath Empowerment deck, the Archangel Power Tarot cards, the Healing Energy Oracle, Angel Wishes by Debbie, not Debbie Duncan, but by Debbie Malone. And then we've got these crystal cards. They've got all
Neat.
the crystals
I
want.
love it. I
Yeah.
love angel wishes, but the healing, everybody's about healing. Hi, Emma. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Terry. Hi, Carlos. And I know there's Kim, and maybe we have somebody coming in from Emma from England and Crystal from Alberta, Canada. You are where my family's from, in Canada. I also have a grandmother that was born and raised in Quebec. So she spoke French. So, okay,
Oh, okay. I
yay.
forgot they speak French in Canada. I forget that sometimes. Like a lot of the times, a lot of people speak French in Canada. I forget about that.
I only knew very little, and then I had my father's grandmother that spoke Italian. So, and my dad was fluent in Spanish, so I don't
Okay.
have I have a grasp of English on a good day.
I um I understand like most Spanish. I can't speak it, but like if you're saying something to me, I can pretty much make out what you're saying. But I just can't like respond and
Right.
but I can understand what is being said.
Kim Lunzer, Kim, you're saying that your family's from Montreal. My family too. My great grandmother was from Montreal, and the whole family was there. So they came in from half of them from France and half from Switzerland. So that must be where I get the hair color. I don't know. So, anyway, let's go and say, please go subscribe to Matty Tarot on YouTube. Please do that. And
Yes.
we'd be super happy.
And to
And
Psychic Fixes, Debbie.
I had 5 new subscribers. I thought that was neat.
Oh, I love that.
I thought that was cool. So also free readings, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, free readings. If you feel led to donate to anyone, our pay links are scrolling in front of you, or live links that you could just hit in the description. And we thank you for that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, please, you guys, we're just about ready. Please post your requests of what you would like. Do you have a question? Do you want a general reading? What else? What are you going to be doing? Just what you're led to give a message tonight, Matty?
Yeah, mainly it will be the Archangel Power Tarot. And probably just whatever else I'm led to, but mostly the Archangel Power Tarot.
Okay. So you guys, I can do a 3-month reading for you if you haven't had a reading. And, if I did one for you lately, that was 3 months, please just do a general or something. And then do you have a specific question? Go ahead and put that in. Thank you for sharing. I love that. So I could do tarot. I can give you a little wisdom. I can pull a really neat oracle card for you. So whatever you want. We have a variety. Wednesday has a variety of wisdom.
Yes. Oh, I forgot. I have these too. These are fun. I'm going to try and maybe put some of these in. Meditation cards.
Oh, like what you should meditate on, or what? How's that work?
Yeah, it's got like, here, let's see. For Debbie Duncan. Let's see.
Oh,
it says loved ones. Everyone has lost someone they love in their life. Death is a part of living. Sit quietly in a room and put a picture of a loved one that has passed in front of you. Close your eyes and speak to them about your life as if they were with you. No one has ever really gone as you remember them, as long as you remember them. That's so interesting that it pulled that one for you, the person who literally communicates with
yeah, I know.
5.
I was just talking about that, actually. I had a really long telephone reading today, and a lot of it was, talking about the past. The people have gone. Specifically, if you had a torrid relationship with the person that left, and there's like no closure. So that was really interesting.
That is
So, okay, I do see somebody that wants a 3-month reading.
Okay, well, you go first. I'm almost this computer. I just be like on it, but you go ahead, and then I will be right behind you.
Okay. And everybody, this is just, random. And so what I'm going to do, and you always have the the favorite little pumpkin there because I'm such a fall person. Um, and I think is it Affia? Affia. So anyway, I'm going to do 3-month reading and I'm going to use my tarot cards for that. So I'm going to connect your energy right now. Okay, so I am going to include January in it because we still have some time left. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
That's true.
Okay, I'm going to take some cards.
Okay. All righty. Look at that. Love it.
All right. I'm going to flip them over. So this will be what the priority is of what's coming in. The first 4 cards are going to be for you. You are super psychic. That's the first card down. When I get the first card down for someone as a high priestess, I just go, beep, there you go. You get, those sometimes I catch the people as being professional psychics. Psychic is just off the charts. So make sure that you develop it and use it. All right. I have to take 3 more cards. You got a certain card, and I need to get clarification on that. Okay. Okay, got it. So the first card, High Priestess, high psychic ability, you have this power, so go ahead and use it. I do have almost this feeling of being alone or betrayed or unsupported. This is just energy, temporary energy over you. So I would just kind of blow that out. It can foresee something coming because I do have something coming up for you. I see a change in your home for the better in the future, which is going to be really great. This is going to be past the time I'm, looking at, which is March. So I do get the past being working well with people, which is really good. But when I get to January, I feel untrusting, like I'm unsure what's going to happen, but I'm ready for anything. And then I get the Tower card. So we know that the Tower card, most of us know that this is when something comes out of the blue, didn't see it coming, didn't see that this was going to happen. So I took some cards and say, what is this surprise about? And I do get that it's about work. I do get it is nothing to worry about, really, because you're multi-skilled and you've got this, and I'm not worried about it at all. I have to get rid of a troll. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I just have to block. Yeah, goodbye, troll.
Bye, troll.
Okay. And I'm just going to delete the comment. That didn't happen last time, so I was glad. All right. So what I'm getting and mid to end of January is this surprise that comes out. It's uncomfortable. It's not a fun surprise. But what I do get, it has to do about some kind of working that you're doing. I have that you're multi-skilled. Don't worry about it. You're capable. And I want you to just kind of weather this because just keep hanging in there because things are going to be really good for you. So this is a bump in the road and I'm not worried about it. When I get to February, I feel like you're just kind of going with the flow, the path of least resistance. We're just going to flow with this, whatever comes. I do get the Lover's card that comes in for February, mid to end of February. So some kind of romance there, something going on, making choices in love and romance or romance coming in. We do know that's around Valentine's Day as well. When I get to March, I feel like this is really a good thing. Let's talk about March. March, I see that an idea is going to come in out of nowhere and you're going to go, wow, and you're going to grab it. And it's going to take you in a different direction. And I see that you're going to be successful in that. Successful in the fact that I have an investment card here. So this idea is going to take care of you. It's slow growing, investment with the money coming, but it will, and it'll take care of everything that all your needs and wants. So get ready because March is really important to get that idea and go on this financially successful path. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie. Okay, I am choosing for Emma Gregory. It says reading, please, if drawn. And then she has the second one says relationship. So a relationship reading. That's at 6:38 and 6:41.
Is that one okay that just says relationship, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to just clarify. I've got a Marseille deck here. The
Ooh,
the old
that's pretty.
like the Parisian, or maybe it's French, I think. Well, yeah, Paris, France. Anyway, it's the Marseille deck, the like style. They don't do the tarot exactly the same, but we're clarifying with Marseille tarot today.
I have a couple of Norman decks that I should pull.
Oh yeah, okay. I don't think I have one of those.
Oh, I should send you all of mine since I don't use them.
Those are a little interesting. A little different.
Okay, I'm going to go find someone while you're doing Emma.
All right. So Emma, I'm just pulling 2 more cards. Oh, there's one. And one more. Okay. Oh, that's a great ending. Okay, what you don't see coming. So we're going to start with an epiphany. This is a time to celebrate. You are kind of, how do you say? I don't know if you're seeing things this way, but you may be eager for a relationship or for love, or you're talking to a guy, or like there's something going on where you're kind of gung-ho about it, or you're kind of like yearning for something, whether it be somebody you're already in contact with or somebody you're seeking, or just the idea of having a relationship in general. But you have had some sort of breakthrough recently where you are ready to get back out there again. But so it says joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. And then you've got the 4 of Wands here. The 4 of Wands talks about marriage. It talks about stability. It talks about family, but it talks also about celebrating something. So you could be, really thinking about marriage at this time, really thinking about like, what am I going to do? Where, I haven't met somebody yet. I want, I'm ready to meet my husband. I remember I used to say that. I'd be like, I'm ready for the next person I meet better be my husband. So, and then I met him. But so what you need to do though, is it's really important that you start off on a fresh new page. Don't bring the past into the present. Starting a new life, finding your purpose, and forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So releasing resentment, forgiving, the things that didn't work out, the people that didn't work out, understanding that it was all on your path to where you are right now. And have learned so much about yourself. And so you're really at a place of like kind of internal harmony. You feel very at ease. You've got the Temperance here. And it says, stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, claim your personal power. So if this is not where you're at right now, this is where you're headed. You are well on your way. Sometimes I'll say this, healing is not linear. Sometimes we will make it so far and we don't realize that we'll have some sort of moment that we feel like it sets us back. Like we'll get, really sad about something, or we'll just have a bad day, or we'll get in an argument or a conflict and it dredges up like old triggers, and it'll make us feel, depending on how bad it was, it'll make us feel like we haven't done any of the work, and we're nowhere. Everything we've done up to that point just doesn't matter, and we've regressed so far. That's just a temporary feeling that is fleeting. Okay, you are well on your way. Healing's not linear. Some days it feels like you've done a lot. Some days it feels like you haven't done anything. But it's an experience that washes over you. and it will become more consistent, feeling like you've done the work, and it will become more prevalent in your behaviors, your actions, the way you speak, the way you hold yourself. So you're really being asked to hold, claim your personal power. You are very, powerful. And so your empath empowerment card here is stop sensory overload. I have a feeling that you tend to take all the information about, people who are not faithful on the internet, or people who, all these crazy stories you see, or all the stories of men who have, done somebody wrong, or anything. You're on the internet and you're seeing, you're scrolling, doom scrolling, they would call it. And it's just a sensory overload. You get really insecure. You get really low about things. You have no hope. Your hope goes out the window. You're like, oh gosh, this is a trash world. And it's just like, you got to stop doing that to yourself. Okay. It says stop sensory overload. If too much is coming at you too fast, decrease your stimulation level and take a break from people, from the internet, dim the lights, and savor quietude. I've never heard that word, quietude. Interesting. But the stone you get right now, or what that would be best for you right now, is rainbow fluorite. And it's so interesting. I have it right here in a little spire. So rainbow fluorite is lovely for peace, for wishes, and for calming. It's really good healing stone, okay? And positive thoughts is your meditation card. It says, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Focus and repeat. Everything I need, strength, love, and courage are already inside of me. Okay? So Emma, get back out there, because what you don't see coming is a worthwhile relationship, the Two of Cups. A worthwhile relationship. You just, hold tight to what you've been doing. You've been doing the right kind of work. Okay? That's all I have for you.
I love that. Fluorite's also good to clear the path, clear your way.
Yeah.
Get all that stuff out of the way. Wonderful. That was great. I want some quietude.
I've never heard that word.
Quietude. Terry, oh, look at that great picture. I have a few of those, 3 of them. This is what happens when you get married 3 times. Let me tell you. Lots of
Debbie,
wedding
you're so funny.
I love it. I could recognize that. So, like the 1970s vibe that I don't know. I think I got married in 3 different decades. So it's like, oh, I should stop telling on myself. Terry.
Hey,
Terry, I do have something to tell you that's I see coming. And so the outcome of this is for you just to connect to your higher source, if it's God and your angels, and work this out. But what I do get a card that represents you is a little bit about juggling money or taking money and putting it here and there. So do manifest for what you want to come into your life. If it's more prosperity, easier times, whatever. I get a new beginning. Just kind of, you're thinking of a new beginning. That's right over you. Someone that's going to come in priority in the future. I do get a dad type of energy, and I do feel like somebody that likes to be out in nature, around the water, doing all of that. Very much a really good guy. So this person comes in priority in the future. Past position, I feel like that you probably got your desires and reached some of your goals, made great changes in your life. I do feel like that you've gotten that stuff, a lot of it already. Now, this cautionary thing, they're showing me that a little bit about being careful, a little bit about not trusting something or what's going to come in. I get you working well with people. I get something about, I love this happy card, but it's all about getting maybe a career opportunity. But let me tell you, I don't think this works out. I do have the Tower card that says there's something you didn't know about this. And then I have the struggle card of can be light arguments and all of that. Connected to this man, a male that has a money theme and money, he thinks about money all the time. So it shows me not going to happen. Severing ties, it's done and over. So spirit wants you to know that's coming. Okay, so you'll know how to heal, to handle that. All right. Again, connect to your guides and your angels. There's probably some experience coming in, a little lesson. And I don't want you to worry about it at all because I just told you about it. So just go with the flow and work with the angels on the outcome. And that's what I have for you.
I love that. Okay, I'm picking Concetta or Concetta Ward, 6:57 p.m. Would love a card if led, please and thank you. Hello, everybody. Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Matty Tarot and Psychic Fixes on YouTube.
Thank you.
Alrighty, let's see. So I'm just gonna pull a clarifier, but I'll get started to let you know what's going on. So Concetta, you've got the Six of Michael here. So Archangel Michael, said to be the most powerful of all the archangels. It says, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. Okay, so you can see the light. You've been on this journey and it's been really trying. It's been hard and you're just like, but like you can see the light at the end. You're like, oh, it looks like I'm actually going to see this through. It looks like I'm actually, you know, in the beginning, you were not very hopeful about that, but there were, actually, I'll say this, and there were times you weren't very hopeful, but ultimately your faith prevailed because you continually brought yourself out of that slump and said, you know what, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure it out. And you kept going. So the light at the end of the tunnel is there. You see it. It says King of Gabriel here. So this is your reminder to keep your eyes set on the big picture and leave all the details to others. Experience that leads to success. So again, it's like you have held the vision true in your mind and you're seeing it through to the end, regardless of the obstacles you've faced along the way. We've got the Nine of Swords that clarifies the Six of Michael. So this is a really hard time for you. It's like a very low time that you felt very low on maybe your emotional capacity to handle just basic interactions. You know, you found yourself distressed and overwhelmed with just even the most, you know, day-to-day keep up of things. So, but you're seeing the light again. So that's clarifying the, you know, that the light at the end of the tunnel is here for that circumstance and situation. And you've kept your eyes on the big picture. Let's get a clarifier here. This one, I got to count them because they don't say. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Pentacles. That's putting the work in. That's watering the garden. So keep your eyes on the big picture. Keep putting the work in. Keep showing up to water the garden. Okay. A lot of times we will plant a seed. We'll water it, and we keep coming back to check it. And we aren't giving it any room to grow or any time. And we're also doubting it the whole time. So, you know, imagine planting a seed and walking into the garden every single day and stepping on it and like being like, is it growing yet? Like, you know what I mean? And overwatering it, even it's like checking on it, overwatering, you know? So you got to let it grow. And that's what you've been doing. And again, you keep your eyes on the big picture, hold your vision true to in your mind's eye. And you've been putting in the right form of the right type of work. So you're well on your way. It says, silence any naysayers. Opinions are the lowest form of knowledge. Do not be thrown off by others' opinions. Simply say, I appreciate your input, and do what intuitively feels right for you. So this may have been something that you've just, other people you feel like they don't understand. And really it's not. Actually, you know, I'm going to say this. It probably is because they don't understand. A lot of people are very dismissive of others' feelings. You know, they'll say things like, oh, cheer up. Or, nah, just don't let that bother you. And it's like, they mean well. They do mean well. But it's still dismissive. And it's still very just like, meh. Like, oh, just stop being upset. It's so, like, oh, thank you. I didn't think of that. Like, you know, we can't just stop. We got to do the internal work. But here's the great part. You've got justice coming. So some sort of justice is going to be seen in this. And I'll say one thing about justice. Sometimes we get our justice in a different setting, in a different way. It's not you're not necessarily guaranteed. You know, you would think like, oh, if justice is real, then this will be set right. That's not necessarily true. Sometimes you'll get the energy you give, but it's going to come back to you maybe through different people, maybe through a different situations, different circumstances, but you will get it back. Okay, so do hold true to that. It says fight for justice and equality. Rulings are made in your favor. Don't give up. Okay, consider. Here's your meditation card. It says make an area, create a special area in your home or even in the corner of your room. This is your relaxation area. Add candles, incense, plants, and different beautiful images that hold meaning to create a vision board and see your vision through. Look at that. It's just affirming it all. So that is what I'll leave you with. You can create the life you want, but cut off from anybody who is been, dismissive of you. Okay. But thank you, Consider. That's all I have.
Thank you. Okay, now I get to botch people's names again. Oh, can I just call you Mick? Michael something?
Michael. It's like Michael.
Michael?
Michael
Okay.
Reeves.
Oh, I'm so glad you're an expert, Matty Tarot.
I mean, I'm just kind of guessing, but
Yeah, I know. Anyway, Reeves. Okay, 3 months reading. Yes, I have that for you. I did take a card for you because I'm newly using this deck, and I want to show you. Like, here's the camera. It's called the Traveler, and what this says is move in a new direction. Okay, move in a new direction. So there is your oracle card. You know what? I do get this card for you of kind of sadness or grief or experiencing a loss. This represents you, so I don't know if anybody's passed or something happened, but I do get this for you coming up first. I do like the energy crossing over of feeling like whatever's good for everybody's good for you. So that's kind of an easy type of energy over you. I do see you either taking a trip in the future or which would be April or past March somewhere. Or starting on somewhat of a healing path. So I like that a lot. I think you just got a wish come true. I don't know if you manifest, but I do feel like you brought something in. When I look at January, I feel like that there is some kind of a offer to do something, and I think you don't know what decision to make with that. I also feel that we might be having some legal paperwork here, and you wanting to make the right decision, but I do feel like there could be court or some legal paperwork. When I get to February, it shows me that the best way to make your decisions, that because you have some to make, will be talking to others and getting their opinions. When you get other people's opinions, then you can formulate your own decision that works for you in that time period. Mid to end of February, it still tells me you're still stuck on a decision. So work towards being able to ask the divine for clarity so that you can make the decisions. In March, I do feel like that there is a very strong leader, a male, and this could be you or someone else, but I think it's somebody that's coming in to enter some kind of an agreement with you or a partnership with you. I feel like it's going to be really good. This guy is the money man. Okay. He knows about money. He deals with money. He gives advice about money, and you will enter in some kind of a partnership. Again, getting along really well in this partnership. And that's what I have for you.
I love that, Debbie. Okay, I'm looking at Divinely Blessed Soul, 7:04 p.m. So may I get a reading?
Divinely blessed soul. Is that the one you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. There. Oh, there you are.
Hello. Okay, Divinely Blessed Soul.
Oh, wow.
All right. We're almost there. Sorry. I'm gonna pull one more of these. Okay. And this is the 10 of Cups. Okay, yeah. Okay. That's good. All right. So you, divinely blessed soul, you have. Hold on a second. I'm still channeling some information. Okay, so I don't know if this has already come to pass and you have already shifted a way of seeing something, or if you're not yet there and this is the moment that you will begin that shift. I'm not sure, but either way, perspective is important. So it says there is a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. This is having to do with some sort of toxic behavioral pattern, whether or not it's from you or from another individual that you've been involved with, or some sort of situation in your life that has been, I believe, maybe you've said like that person's the devil. The devil comes up here. And I'm not saying that's exactly what it was said, but I am saying that you know somebody, you were in a toxic cycle with somebody, a karmic cycle, a karmic type relationship, but you're going to have a total shift in your perspective about what this meant and what how this was pivotal on your path to realizing a very important aspect of how you've been attributing how you've been contributing to your own demise. So I will say this. I used to look at myself like, oh gosh, I'm just so nice to people. How do people end up treating me this way? And what I didn't realize is that I'm going to say something that's might be a little controversial. Being a people pleaser and doing things for people because you're so nice, when really it's because you want something in return. You want them to give back to you in the same way. You want them to maybe be more interested in you, be more invested in you. You're doing all these things. Oh, I'm so nice. Let me just pay for it. Da, 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 da. You're doing these things, telling them it's no problem, it's no problem, it's no problem. But when you don't get it back, you feel some type of way. And that is manipulation. I'm sorry to say it. It is manipulation. It's a form of manipulation. It's not sinister because it's not like I'm going to purposely deceive this person to make them think this so then I can get what I want out of them and use them like a puppet. It's not that type of manipulation. But it is a covert form of manipulation with good intentions, but still selfish intentions, because what we're doing is we're presenting a false version of events to a person or circumstances to a person, saying it's fine, it's not a problem, it doesn't matter. And when really on the back end, we're stacking this laundry list of expectations that are unspoken, and then taking our frustration out on that person and treating them differently because they did not meet those expectations. And then we feel like we've been robbed and we've been hurt, and why do people treat me this way? Well, it's quite literally our own doing at times. And so I used to do this a lot until I realized it one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, it makes sense now when people, when I think of things like, you can't force somebody to, and it's like, I'm not forcing them, I'm doing it, but like Loki was trying to. Didn't realize it though. So I'm thinking this is something that's going on. This is a breakthrough that you need to kind of see about yourself, and it has to do with self-esteem. Divinely blessed soul. A wonderful new idea comes across. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up any communication problems that you have with others. So there might be communication issues that you've had without this perspective and without the full authenticity. And so that's caused, some.
So it looks like Matty had some, maybe the phone turned off or something. So he's coming back in now.
That's so odd. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, but the call got through somehow. Anyway, what I was saying was there's been some hindrance in your life and communication with others because of this, because of you not seeing this. But I will say this. You need to release your fears. Stop inventing scary stories about your future in your head. Stay in the now and affirm your strengths. Amplify those strengths and communicate in an authentic manner, and you will meet somebody that is able to correspond. There's something beautiful that's created in a space where nobody is feeding false information to somebody, and that's what we're doing when we're doing what I was just saying. It's feeding false information. We're creating this fantasy world for them to live in, and it's all orchestrated by us, and then we're doing it because we're afraid of losing them. We'd rather have a little bit than nothing. And so what you got to do is affirm your strengths, be yourself, be authentic, present yourself in that manner. And what you don't see coming, slow and steady wins the race here. Knight of Pentacles. Remain committed to yourself, and remain committed to the truth, and remain committed to authentically communicating, and you will create, look at this, 10 of Cups, that loving domestic partnership, relationship, family that you want. That's when that comes in for you. That's when you start down that actual path. Okay. And I'm just going to pull some crystal cards for you. Smoky quartz, letting go, surrendering, and grounding. Okay. So let go of the fear, let go of that person, let go of the past, and forgive yourself, let go of your past self, and embrace your new self, surrender and grounding. Okay. And then lava stone, balance, calmness, and strength. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you.
Oh, that was so nice. I want to remind everyone to please go to Matty Tarot on YouTube and subscribe. That would be wonderful. Also, if you feel that you want to give any donations, the links are in the description. They're live. You can just click on it, or just scrolling across the bottom. All right. Cruz and Tarot. Hello, Cruz. I decided to do something different for you. And actually, I don't have to take this down because I already took some dice, my crystal dice, and rolled them. But I gave you an oracle card here, which is it's really pretty. I like that. Though this oracle card says, "Wait for important information." So be patient. Some important information is coming your way. All right, you can't see it, but I did use my rock crystal dice, and I wanted to look at your psychic development and also your spiritual path. So I have a little marker here, and it landed on meditation. So do take the time out to meditate, to connect to the higher powers, and to get clear communication with the other side. This is your next step in your development. Also, for spiritual path, there seems to be a lesson on your path of forgiveness. So make sure that you, even though that's not easy to do at all, sometimes to forgive others and in what they're played, did something in your life, but they're usually working with us to learn our lessons and everything. That's the one thing people have to know when they come to me and they have this anger or this whatever against another person. I say, understand that that person is here to help you learn something, and that's what happens. So work on forgiveness, but your psychic development lesson will be to increase your meditation. And that's what I have for you.
That's lovely, Debbie. I want to just say something about what you said about that person is here to teach you something. Yeah. What was it? I don't know who wrote it or where I read it, but it just, I loved it so much, so I'll share it. It says, or that it was written that the person who doesn't realize that the world and the people in it and all the things that are happening are a mirror reflecting our inner self and the work we need to do and how we view ourselves. When the person doesn't realize that's what is happening, they become very angry at the mirror. They are bitter about it. They're mad, and they lash out at the mirror. but the person who is of conscious mind enough to know that that's what's happening and that it is a mirror, takes that information and changes. If they don't like what they see, they change it, and they work with it to learn about themselves and to grow and ultimately ascend. And I just thought that was beautiful. And so, when you think about it, it's true. The world is but a mirror, and the people we know and the people we interact with, they are quite literally there to teach us something or show us something about ourselves. So,
Cruz says, got it, Matty. That was
Oh,
great. She also said that it's not easy to forgive, but she's trying to. So
do it for you. Do it for you.
yeah, for
Because,
your spiritual growth, for all
yeah,
of that. Yeah.
think about it like this. You're not excusing what happened. You're not saying it's okay. You're not saying that that person gets a pass, but you are saying this. Something happened to me that I can't control what other people do or the choices they, make. I can't control that. But I can control how I process that information and how I choose to move forward from that situation, And so don't allow that person to have power over you anymore by keeping you in a space where you have this resentment and anger. I know it's so much easier said than done, but you gotta do it for you and release that low vibrational energy from your body. And again, it's not saying that what they did was okay, but it is saying that I will no longer let what they did have any hold or power over me in this present moment and make it mean something about myself or define how I move in the future. That's what forgiveness is, to me at least.
Oh, that was wonderful. I want to bring up this comment. Terry said she's had one wedding in 38 years. Well, Terry, I'm just a high achiever. Oh, gosh, you
Debbie,
win with
crack me
what?
up.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
love it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm so sorry. We just be chatting. I'm gonna pick
Yeah.
Emma Machado. A general reading, please. 7:02 p.m.
7:02. On
Yeah.
my way. Um. Oh, Emma. There. Okay, there we go. There you go.
Emma, I see that you've been very determined in the finance sector of your life, or regarding your career or finances or your how do you say, financial stability and personal gains and growth. Acknowledgement of success. You've gotten acknowledgement for this, or if this is not where you are, it's where you're headed. So there's some sort of determination because of some self-control that you've placed on yourself, and you have an advancement coming in a monetary sense. And then you get acknowledgement of the success. And it's so funny because the next card that comes out is literally acknowledging your success. It says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. So again, this is, you're money minded right now. Okay, we're going to clarify. Oh, there's your clarifier. So this is in place of it's either a business partnership. So the Two of Cups is you work really well with somebody, and this is why it's just able to be smooth or move in this direction, or you're focused on finances instead of love at this time. Because but again, right here it says Two of Raphael, two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Don't give up on those you love. This could just be family support. It could be support from a loved one. Maybe you're happy in a relationship already. Maybe maybe you have your children or a close friend. Really, I'm not getting too much of a how do I say, like you're generally happy, and that's good. You've got money on your mind though, really heavily right now. That's really what I'm getting here. King of Swords. Yeah, you are very logic based in your thinking right now, and you're meticulously planning something. And so that's, you're plotting, but not in a sinister way. So I'm not even going to pull an empath empowerment card for you. I'm going to pull, let's see. I'm going to pull a couple more of these and some stone cards for you. So this is where that's going with the financial path you're taking. You've got the 8 of Wands and the Justice. It looks like keep moving, keep on with the changes. You're very quick on your feet to change, and you're very adaptable. And this brings some sort of gains in a how do you say, a legal sense. So maybe this is like a case that you're involved in, or maybe you're going to get some sort of monetary gain through some sort of legal battle that's happened, or maybe somebody has passed and they're giving you inheritance or something. I'm not sure, but you just keep it moving, keep it pushing, be adaptable, and you are going to, it looks like you come out on top in this and get the justice that you are so rightfully owed. Okay, and then let me get some stone cards here. Garnet, it's passion, energy, and health. Okay, so remain passionate, keep your head in the game with the energy, show up as your best self every day, and the best way to do that is to be mindful of your health. And then you've got blue beryl, creativity, energy, and calmness. This is why I said in the beginning, I think it's because of somebody you're just working really well with, and you're having a lot of success, and it's kind of like you're having a good time with it. Okay, but yeah, that's all I have for you today, Emma.
Thank you. Mantha, I'm going to grab you. Hi, Amantha. I love when we have people that go to watch some of our other shows, like David Starlight on Tuesdays. I kind of blew it on that broadcast. I shouldn't admit it, but I kind of didn't get the reminder. So 2 minutes after it was supposed to start, I was, running and trying to get on. Amantha, I took an oracle card
That happens.
and some other tarot cards for you. So let me get this up there. You got the moon card. And the moon card, your message is to take note of intuitive messages. So you're getting one now because I'm going to tell you what I see. The card that comes for you, and you're asking for a 3-month reading, really is like, I want some good news. Debbie, give me good news. You happen to have, you're under the energy of the card of destiny, which means that it's a time that we look at our soul contract and we start going and learning some lessons. We can also go back to the past and connect with people that come in on our path here from past lives and stuff. So really a lot going on spiritually for you. They also show me that you're going to be waiting on some kind of results or waiting on something significant after March. I'm going to tell you, when we look at the past position, sometimes it denotes that maybe we rushed into something. I feel like that's okay, but just be careful in the future of rushing into anything without really sitting and thinking about it. In right now in January, I get that you're manifesting things in. And I also feel like there's going to be a time anywhere from now to the end of the month where you really do need to maybe talk to someone. Maybe there's a decision coming up. It's going to be easier on you if you sit and talk to somebody about what's going on. All right. It makes it easier to make a decision. Now, I got to tell you, in February, there's a relationship that comes in very strong, 2 strong women. So it can be a reunion or something like that, but I do feel like getting together and getting some financial advice. So I do feel like one of them is very strong personality, really wonderful, compassionate woman, smart, one that would champion causes. And the other woman is about accounting and money and financial advice. So I do feel like there's going to be a little bit of talking over somewhat an investment. But let me tell you what happens out of this investment, because you have that I'm learning a lesson, energy over you. I feel like the investment isn't going to be making as much money as you felt it should at this point. I do feel like it's a lot of work and kind of heaviness, but I want to tell you, face your fears, because I do get success coming out of that. And that's what I have for you.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to go with, where did it go? Oh, Shakti Sirius.
What time?
If John, please, may I have career guidance, 7:19 p.m.
Okay. Don't we look like, or at least me, look like professionals? Where is that, Maddie? Where am I looking?
Wait, what happened? Oh, stop it.
Okay.
You are
Okay.
professional, Debbie.
Yeah, I got it. There she is.
Debbie, you're very professional. You've been doing this. You seasoned.
I'm professional reader. We get to that other stuff, the techie stuff.
Hey, you know what? Okay. It is what it is. Okay, so interesting. Okay, I was gonna pull one of these. So, Shakti, I'll say this. You got to work on how you view yourself. You got to work on, because I feel like you doubt your effort that you put in and the way you contribute to the team, or there's some sort of your career path has to do in some way teamwork, but I mean, like most are, so I'm not really saying anything there. What I mean though is that you don't really see how much of an influence you have, and you just gotta, it says time to act upon your plans. Maybe you're not speaking up, maybe you're not asserting yourself. It says creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. The Empress is here. You got to step into your power, be the creator. So the Empress is like creator of worlds, right? She's fertile. She births something into existence. And so I'm not saying you're going to have a baby, but I am saying you're going to have a baby idea, and you need to, act upon that. You can't just sit there and manifest and say, I want this, and just the manifesting and the affirmations only go so far. You then have intuitive knowledge or intuitive insight come to you through manifesting and affirming. You'll have intuitive knowledge come to you about what to do and the next steps to take and how to do it. And then it's about how much work you've done on your ego that will determine whether or not you take those next steps. Because if you haven't done a lot of work on your ego, and you are somebody who's very doubtful of yourself, that intuitive knowledge will come through, and you'll say, oh, that's crazy. I can't do that. Why would I ever do that? No, that would be a wild idea. Like, I can't do that. I'm not able to do that. So maybe that's what you're doing. And you're not actually acting on this intuitive knowledge. I always say this, intuition is like the spark idea that comes through, and it's like, it sounds wild, and it's like, okay, and then you start to doubt it, and that's just kind of the nature of the ego, and it goes away the more inner work you do. But for example, it might be like, you might one day randomly think, pack up my entire house and move across the country right now. And then you immediately come in and you're like, I can't do that. I'll end up homeless, and I'll, won't have a job, and I won't have any money, and I don't. It's like, this is a really drastic example, but it's to make a point that, like, the first thought was your intuition. And if you have faith in that and take the action and go for it and just believe that your intuition is guiding you in the right direction, things will all fall into place. Everything falls into place. And that's just how it kind of works. But you gotta believe in yourself. So maybe address that. Maybe that's what you're doing. But you got here, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Remain committed. to self. This is really interesting. You got 3 cards that really talk about commitment. So Knight of Pentacles it's this slow move toward actionable stances that make, efforts that make a difference in the material world. And it's loyal. So loyalty to self, loyalty to the plan, committed action. Okay. And then you've got the Hierophant, which is faith and also commitment. So again, there's a commitment here and the faith. And then you've got strength, which is inner courage, believing in oneself. It's having the confidence to move toward certain goals. Okay. So those 3 came out for you about, it's time to act on your plans. And then that's all I have for you. But this meditation card I pulled, I don't really know. Maybe this means something to you. If not, I apologize. But it says to do Tai Chi. It says Tai Chi is Chinese form of martial arts that involves a series of movements and postures. This practice is hundreds of years old. This is done in a controlled, quiet manner while practicing deep breathing. It helps keep the muscles limber and eases stress on your system. So maybe you already do Tai Chi. Some people I know, they take Tai Chi classes. Maybe you've been interested in taking something that you've never tried before, and you want to try something that is not so, like, I don't know how to say it, like mainstream, like everybody is doing it. So maybe you just want to kind of go down your own path that way. But maybe try some Tai Chi. It might be fun. You might enjoy it. Okay, Shakti, that's all I have for you today.
I did take an oracle card for Shakti, and you got the Stargazer, which says set your sights higher. And we're talking about your career. Set your sights higher.
True.
Okay, I wanted to address something from the last show. If somebody put a comment in that there was, remember Matty, somebody standing beside me, a spirit standing. They saw a spirit standing. I do have spirits that come in and out, 5 of them, but I did have somebody that was watching had a spirit come in, somebody in spirit come in, and they actually were present over here on this side. They pushed against me. They always do that. And then they went and took their energy and pressed it into my body, which is creates this real, I won't call it sparkly, but these vibrations. So that if you saw someone that's really cool, I just can feel them when they come in. And I think it's great that that person happened to see the person standing next to me. So
Yeah,
that was.
I saw that comment the other day, and I was like, that's interesting. And I remember I was asking you about it, but I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would feel if I'm sure I'd get used to it, but like the first time, I'm sure it was alarming to you, and you saw like, a spirit or communicated with one. Like, I mean, I've seen spirits, but I don't frequently see them or have them, appearing or in, what I mean. So,
Or have stuff like fly through the house like I do. La la la. Hey,
well,
Dr. Bear.
actually, my old apartment was my last apartment was haunted, and there was this old lady that lived there. I just knew she was an old lady. I never actually saw her, but she used to lock the doors randomly, like randomly lock doors. And I remember my roommate, she'd be like, it's just really you doing it. You're like, maybe you're drinking too much or something. And I'd be like, okay, stop messing with me. But I was like, no, I'm serious. And then one day she comes to me and she goes, Matty, I believe you. She's like, she locked me out of my room today. And I was like, I told you.
That was good. I got to put a little validation. You nailed it, Matty from Shakti.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
sweet.
Thank you. I'm glad. I do want to say something. Katrina, Whitfield Brannon, we do a random order, a random selection. So I greatly apologize if we didn't get yours today, or that we didn't get yours today.
Yeah.
But we do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if we don't select your question, just come back on the next show. So what's today? Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday, same time, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Fluid Friday.
Put it in again.
Fluid
Fluid
Friday.
Friday. So bring a drink, whatever it is. It could be water, and tell us what's in your cup, okay? But we'll see you on Friday. Love to answer your question.
Yeah, it's time for us to go. We're over our time, and I'm going to be going out, so I got to get ready.
Okay. All right. Bye, Debbie. Bye, everybody. See you on Friday.
Bye. Thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night.